Happy Thursday, team. Happy Thursday. Wings up, wings up.
Wings up.
How's
Wake up.
everybody doing? Wings up to you.
We're
Yeah,
good.
Good,
great.
Good.
good. I'm so glad to see all of you all on the call today. So glad to see you.
Happy to be here for sure. Right.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Did hopefully everybody has been getting the emails that's been going out for
Yep.
information that you guys been looking for, right?
Yep.
All right, perfect. Okay, good. Well, that's what we're here to do, to try to tighten up ship and making sure that we're getting everything together for you. Okay. All right. So we are on today. We're going to be talking about the power of showing up. Okay. So today we're going to go and kind of piggyback a little bit off of the book unlocking Dr. Kara Scott Dentley, unlocking the blueprints of intention. Now, guys, I've been telling you that this is our read of the month. Hopefully, some of you all have gotten the book. I know a couple of you all have already purchased the book and have already started reading the book. And if you have not, I would highly suggest that you get a copy of Unlocking the Blueprint of Intentions by Dr. Kara Scott Dentley. You know, she's talking about the keys to governing your greatness with science. She is a scientist. And one of the things I got to tell you about this book is that she uses a lot of good nuggets and a lot of life application techniques and mind elevating thought processes, and she used science to back up a lot of her theories. Okay, so if you guys have not gotten this copy yet, make sure that you definitely get a copy of this book. So when you talk about the power of showing up, I think this was befitting for us because this is something that we talk about all the time. When I always tell you guys, I say, I'm grateful that from week after week and month after month, year after year, that you all are continuing to show up. There's a power in consistency and a power in showing up. There's an energy behind that. And one of the things that I've learned over the years of being in sales and in my career of sales, that a lot of times that the reason why we was not winning is because we wasn't simply showing up for the occasion. We didn't come prepared for the occasion. We didn't come with expectations of what we desired out of whatever it is that we sought out to do. So once we got better information and got more information, that you have to expect what it is that you desire out of life, out of business, whatever it is that you're going after. You all have started your journey in commercial lending and being part of G2 Global Network. And one of the things that I want to do as we go on is to continue to encourage you and to tell you, listen, you have to be around that certain type of energy when you're talking about gaining success, when you're talking about becoming wealthy, when you're talking about being financially free. There's a energy that comes around uh, that goes around that. Okay, and the very first thing is just simply showing up. Simply showing up. Exactly what you all are doing. You're studying, you're showing up, you're getting information, you're showing up. And in your showing up, you can't help but to digest and get that energy that's centered around that, just centered around the thing that you're showing up for. So Dr. Diddley says in her book, she says that there's a saying that 80% of success is showing up. Another saying is that uh, that you may be familiar with is how you start is how you finish. How you start is how you finish. So starting this journey and being consistent and having that energy and having that desire and steady taking in the information that's being given to you, how you start is how you're going to finish. You can look at the call right now. You can see the calls that dwindling down, right? You can see people not showing up now. More and more people not showing up because people are seasonal. We're seasonal people, right? So we pick and choose the type of energy that we want to be around. Do I want to be around this type of energy tonight where my mind is being enhanced and my mindset is being changed and I'm getting that boost of energy that I need? Or do I want to be around the energy of whatever, others are around that's, may not be feeding you, may not be giving you the enlightenment that you need, may not be giving you the encouragement that you need for your journey. So we pick and choose these places where we want to place our energy. Okay. So why are these things important? Because the answer is energy. You must show up to the energy of what you desire in life. You have to show up to the energy of what you desire in life. Okay. So energy speaks before you do. Energy speaks before you do. People recognize your energy before you even open up your mouth. People know that you're excited about what you do before you even open up your mouth. People can tell a focused person that's on a journey before you even open up your mouth because energy speaks before you do. People can tell whether you're kind, whether you're evil, whether people can tell your energy. So energy is very important. So the way you show up, your posture, your tone, your enthusiasm, that sets the tone even before you say a word. So when you're dealing with clients or dealing in your personal life or what have you, the way you show up, your whole posture, and your tone, and the enthusiasm of the energy that you're around sets the tone before you even say a word. So consistently bringing high energy creates opportunities and attract the right people. And this is what we keep talking about as it relates to the ambassadors on our call. We're dependent on you to bring that energy to help us to build the organization. Listen, the energy that you can bring and to help us to bring will set the tone and it sets the posture of what we're trying to do. See, enthusiasm and energy is all contagious. It's all contagious. Think about it. Think about when you're on the phone talking to individuals, or when you're on training calls, or when you're on, different events. How do you feel when you come off of those calls? How do you feel when you get off of those calls with certain people? Some people you get off the phone with, they just drain you. Some people you get off the phone with, you feel alive, you feel like you can jump through loops, right? It's because of the energy. It's because of the energy. So the energy that we have to have that same posture of success. We got to carry that same tone of success. We got to carry that same enthusiasm of success because this is what we're setting out to be. None of us came to G2 Global Network or anyhow we got affiliate. None of us came together to not be successful at what we're doing. So you have to consistently bring this energy to the table, and we need others to see this energy. This is why we talk about wings up, wings up, wings up, because that's all energy, right? Wings up, that's elevation. Wings up, that's new heights and greater heights. Wings up. I'll see you at the top. Wings up. We're weathering the storms. Remember, we talked about the eagle. Wings up. This is the energy that you want to bring around everything that we're doing. Because we're talking about bringing and building this team and building this family. We have to have a certain level of energy centered around it. You're talking about building your financial future and your careers and, and breaking financial barriers, which you can do. People are doing it every day. Every day. Okay? But there's an energy that you have to bring to the table. There's an energy that you have to bring to the table. So we need you all here to share that same energy and that enthusiasm. We need you to share that. We need you to get on our posts. We need you to share the pages. We need you to say certain things. One of our we had 3 meetings today. We had leadership meeting today. We had admin meetings today. We had a lot of meetings today, and one of the things that was brought up in the meeting is Mo, the team doesn't support anything that we're doing. They're not helping to increase the energy on the pages. They won't share it. Now, some of you all do. They won't, comment on the post. Things, it's little things that we need you all to do so we can keep that energy alive. We're trying to create that posture. The same thing you're trying to do, right? We're trying to create that tone of what G2 Global is all about. We want to create that enthusiasm because that's what's going to be contagious. That's what's going to get you through. You guys, we've got something big in our hands here. G is going to talk about what's going on with the system and shortly. But we've got something big in our hands that everyone that's going to be connected, especially as ambassadors, I guarantee you, you're going to get financially free. But you have to play the part and you have to show up with the right energy. You have to show up with the right energy. You have to help the plan to move forward. Think about it. We're not charging anybody any money, right? There's nothing coming out of your pocket. All of the money's coming out of our pocket. So in return, we need you to bring that energy to the table. We need certain things to help as ambassadors to build the team, to help build your team. But the way that we show up is the way that we start is the way that we finish. So consistency is what builds momentum. Consistency. Success is not about one big moment. It's not about having one big event. It's about showing up every single day. When you feel like it and when you don't feel like it. Those are the two times when you want to show up. When you feel like it and when you don't feel like it. Those are the only two times that you want to show up. Because the more that you show up with energy and purpose, the momentum you create in your careers, your relationships, your personal growth, your finances, your aspirations, your dreams, your goals, right? The more you show up to the energy of that thing, the center around that, the more you show up, the more you create momentum. And that's what we have to do. We have to create more momentum, okay? So we're getting a lot of training. We're getting all the tools. And yes, we're at, in the infancy stages and things of that nature. But guess what? Get that momentum going and keep spinning that momentum so that energy can be crazy. When that energy becomes crazy, I promise you, you're going to take off like a rocket because you have nowhere to go but up. Energy is crazy. Do you feel like it all the time to have high energy? Absolutely not. But you have the power right here at the flicking of your flicking of your fingers to turn your mindset to the temperature that you need it to be at any given time. Just like that. Just like that. When you're holding on to negative energy, it's because you're making the decision to hold on to negative energy. When you're holding on to doubt, it's because you made the decision to hold on to that energy of doubt. But when you change your mindset, and you get the mind of a millionaire, you get the mind of a success-driven person, you get the mind of a champion, of a hero, you get the mind of the eagle, your energy is going to be so crazy that you're just going to have deals falling out everywhere. You're going to have finances falling out everywhere because your energy, you're going to have all type of things working in your favor in whatever area you pursue that energy in. Whether it's your marriage, whether it's your children, whether it's your business, whatever it is, you're going to see that thing flourish because you're putting around the energy and you're being consistent and you're building the momentum. That's all you need is momentum. That's all you need is momentum. So when you start feeling like you're conking out of gas and you're losing momentum, That's when you switch over right now immediately and say, no, 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 I'm not going to do that. I got to be consistent. I have to bring forth the energy of what it is that I desire. You have the blueprint. Listen, you have the pencil in life. You have your pencil in life has has a lead on one side and it has an eraser on the other. Why is that? So you can write in your script of life and erase out of your script of life who you will, what you will at any given time. You reserve the right to write your own picture, but you have to show up to that energy of whatever that picture is. I told my son just last week, he said, Dad, I'm just trying to plan out my life because I want to make sure that I'm going to be successful in theater and things of that nature. I said, son, you have the right to write. If you want to be successful in theater, say, I'm going to be successful in theater. You set the tone, and then you follow the roadmap of what's going to cause you to be successful, which is having that energy and bringing that consistency to the table over and over and over. I said, as a matter of fact, this is what you do. If you want to write your plan for your life, what you do is write your obituary and then live your obituary. Live your obituary. Because whatever it is that you want us to say about you, you get the right to write it now and then live it. There's your map. There's your map. But bring that energy and bring that consistency to whatever it is that you want to do. Bring the consistency. So Dr. Kara Gidley says that there's 4 points that she wants to share with us. She says, number 1, we must define with clarity what it is that we desire. We must define with clarity what it is that we desire. See, we all have different desires, but you must define it with clarity, down to a T, what it is that you desire. That's number 1. Secondly, an accurate definition of your desire transforms into a vision. So creating an accurate definition of your desire will transform into your vision. Then you must shape your communication. This was good. She said you must shape your communication around your vision. That means you have to start speaking the language that's conducive to the vision. See, G2 Global Network is not just about selling things. It's about building a conglomerate of like-minded people that would have a mindset to be winners, to be champions, to have a family of individuals that's strong in the many different areas that they're strong in, right? And all of your actions must then align with your initial desire. All of the trainers must align. All of these calls must align. All of our conversations must align with whatever our desires are, and especially as it relates to our G2 Global Network family. So we have to make all of these trainings and these things count, right? So your start must reflect this type of energy. Your start has to reflect this energy. It's real important. It's real important, you all. It's so important that if we don't possess the energy and if we don't build up the energy, what we're trying to build with G2 won't work. Why? Because it's not going to have the right energy around. So we need more people like you that's on the call that's forever being consistent, no matter the training. Some things we're going to train on product. Some things we're going to train on selling. Sometimes we're going to train on mindset development, okay? Which is what this is. because without mindset development, nothing else really works. So bring that consistency to the table. So you must define with clarity what you desire. You must have an accurate definition of what you desire. Then you must shape your communication around what you desire. Okay? So your vision can come to pass. And then all of your actions must align with what your initial desire is. It's all about action. That's all it is. So when you change your mindset, you said that I'm a millionaire. I see people make posts all the time saying, one day I'm gonna be a millionaire. No, you need to say I'm a millionaire. Thank God I'm a millionaire. Congratulations to myself because I am now a millionaire, right? And when you keep feeding yourself that you're a millionaire, you have to then do the things that millionaires do. Okay? You have to do the things that millionaires do, right? You cannot, you know, you can't skip the recipe. You can't skip the formula. You can't skip the steps. It's all mindset. Okay? Before I even made my first million and knew what it felt like to make a million, I always said out of my mouth that I was a millionaire. And it took me years. I didn't make my first million until I was like 47, I believe. But I stayed consistent trying to get there, trying to build. I stayed consistent, building that momentum, going through and showing up, even when I didn't feel like it. A lot of times you guys got to know that when I do trainings, I don't always feel like doing trainings. You got to know that. But guess what? I can't stop. You know why? Because I have to consistently show up. If I want to get certain results out of you, I have to consistently show up to pour into you. So small actions compound over time. Each time you show up, even when you don't feel like it, you're building discipline. Let me say that again. Each time you show up, even when you don't feel like it, you're building discipline and trust with yourself and others. You guys know I'm going to be on this call. And you guys know we're going to start on time. Because I've set a precedence and a rhythm to build up your confidence and to be consistent every time. So over time, these small, consistent actions lead to massive results. You guys are at a foundation level of with G2 Global Network, which means that as we grow and we get bigger and we get stronger because of the position that you're at now, if you build your energy around us and build with us, you're going to be successful by default. By default. So small actions compound over time. Each time that we're trying to fix things, each time we're training, each time that we're showing up to the meeting and tweaking little things, okay? We don't have it all together yet. We're fixing things and making it to a system that works. But all of the small actions that we're taking is building discipline and trust. And over time, that's not going to happen overnight. But over time, these small, consistent actions will lead to massive results. Okay? It's going to lead to massive results. So it's your presence, you know, just being in a room. It's your presence that creates the influence, right? Just being in the room, engaging with the energy and staying present can open up doors for you. Remember that those who consistently bring value and show up with a strong presence, shows up with a strong presence. Listen, you have to show up with a strong presence. You're talking about dominating and being influential in this market. You're talking about, going in and being able to talk to different individuals about your product and figuring out ways how you become, economically empowered, right? Show up. Keep showing up to the energy. Let your presence show up strong. Just being in this room right now and engaging with this energy, when you leave off of this call, 100%, you're going to be energized. Nobody's hung up. We've had the same 13 people on this call and nobody has hung up yet. Why? Because of the energy that you're receiving. It's contagious. And this is the same thing that you have to know. That energy is contagious and it travels. Okay? And it governs. The energy governs what it is, whatever it is that you're trying to do. Showing up separates you from the rest. Look at all the people that we normally have on the call. And look at you all that's always on the call. It's your very few that shows up all the time. That's going to separate you from the rest. Right? So when most people give up because things get tough on them, they're ready to throw in the towel. Because one thing is not operating right in perfection as it relates to our systems and things or what have you, right? People give up going through the tough season. Listen, if you can endure the tough season, if you can endure the foundation level, you see what we're doing. You see that we're pouring into G2 Global Network to make this a strong organization, a structured organization. The simple act of you being there, staying engaged and pushing forward, right? Even on hard days, it's going to give you the edge over everybody else. It's going to give you priority over everyone else simply because you're showing up. So you have to show up to whatever energy and whatever desires it is that you desire. Show up no matter what's going on. No matter what's going on. And I know that you all, everyone deals with, different struggles in life. I know we deal with, listen, once again, if you guys know some of the things that we deal with, you would probably wonder, how do I have the energy to even be on this call? Right? But success starts with showing up. Energy, consistency, and presence creates the opportunities that we see. You got to be known as the person that brings value. You have to be known as the person that brings value. Those are the resourceful ones. This is how you gain clientele. Be the one that has the value that they can go to and know that you're the resource. Let them know that you're the one that cares about their situation, right? Whatever it is that you're seeking out to be the person who brings the value, who stands out and keeps moving forward no matter what, no matter what's going on. Show up, stay engaged, and watch these doors open for you. But you got to show up. You have to show up. Things are working in our favor right now, okay? Things are working in our favor. And you guys are at the right place at the right time with the right team and the right people. No matter what it is that you may have to deal with and suffer through, okay? Believe me, you're not suffering alone. We all suffer through something in order to get to wherever we're at now. But I, you know what? When I talk about how I made my first million, I didn't make my first million until I met G. Just being transparent with you, right? So I was steady making a lot of money, but I couldn't cross over the hurdle. So what did that tell me? that tells me that when I met the right connections and I met the right partnership and had the right energy, then that's when things started prospering, right? Then him and I did it year after year after year, kept going, right? So now, because we understand that that's the energy that it took to do that, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if we lost everything tomorrow. If we lost everything tomorrow, guess what? We still have the same mindset and the same frequency and the energy that we had when we were seeing our millions. And guess what you do? You stay in that frequency, you stay in that energy, and it's like riding a bike, right? But what we do is we allow things and we allow life situations to determine and to dictate to us how much energy that we're going to give to our desires. How much we're going to do? Are we going to keep, because I've got this situation going on, I've got this going on, and am I going to be able to continue to work? Am I going to be able to continue to build? Things of that nature, right? So you can't have that attitude. You can't have that attitude. But to show up and to bring the energy and to be focused and collectively work together, we can make this G2 Global Network explode. You guys need us, we need you. Okay? And you all are founding members, you're ambassadors, which means that you're going to be part of our leadership and our think tank. So when we have our meetings with our ambassadors, we're going to be looking to you to bring a certain thought patterns to the table, so we can deal with our global partners, right? You guys are ambassadors. Take this seriously. We're bringing a lot of relationships to the table. I got a meeting tomorrow. With some of the private investors that's going to allow us to use their money to flip properties, with 100% of their money on the purchase, rehab. We just got to bring the deal. We don't have to have a credit or anything. And we just take a certain percentage off the back end. So little things like that. For those that want to get into fixing and flipping and all that, we're just bringing different relationships that's going to keep on elevating us. That's going to keep taking us to the next level. But I really highly suggest that you all take this seriously, because we're taking it very seriously. Take it very seriously. Okay? You'll remember these calls, you'll remember these days, you'll remember all of this stuff, and you're gonna say, man, I remember we were, training, and just a couple of years ago, it didn't look like what it looks like now. So we're steady evolving, we're steady growing, because we're showing up and we're being consistent. And that's what you have to do. Show up and continue to be consistent. Okay? The power of showing up. The power of showing up. It's real simple. It's energy. Energy is so huge. It's so big.
It won't always be a superpower. It might not feel like that right.
It's so huge. It's so big that if you're around the wrong energy, whether that energy comes by whoever that title may say. That title can say brother, sister, mother, father, husband, wife, child, boss, friend, cousin, whatever that title may be, they possess a certain energy. And whatever energy that you're around is the energy that you're going to be taking in. So make sure that when you're showing up to the place where your energy levels is being fed in the right manner. Okay? So, yeah, just show up. Keep showing up, Jay. keep showing up. And I want G to talk today because G, you know, when we talk about showing up and having the energy and building, and you know how we've done this for years. And I always like to tell our story, G, because it's been a unique story. And and over the last 8 years, we've never had any issues and things of that nature because guess what? We bring a certain energy to the table. And we found that energy has made us a lot of money. And this is what what I'm just really trying to share with the team. But from a systematic standpoint, G, I want you to share with us, some things from your angle of energy and how that's going to play in part with, where we're going from here with the systems, how close we are, and what we're going to need and what you expect out of the team as well.
Okay, great. Can you hear me, Mo? Everyone?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Thanks, Mo. I appreciate the kind words. Mo and I definitely have learned a lot from each other. He's been talking about energy for years. I became a convert of that through you. So that's served me very well. So, listen to Mo. He's right. This is good stuff. I wanted to talk a little bit. First of all, everyone that showed up on the show up call, that's great. I think it's telling the people that didn't show up. I showed up a little late, in fairness, my therapy ran over. But everyone that showed up tonight, that's good. You're on the right track. Because this I was given this information for, this is free. I mean, he takes time out of his day. He's operating these meetings at a level that is very, very professional. I'm very proud of these meetings, and I told him that. And I've seen those evolve over the years. A couple of years back, I can tell you that they were rough, but they're very polished now. And so this is good. And so everyone that showed up, thank you. I think with some of the mindset of being an ambassador, I've noticed that some people have certain expectations of what they're getting right now. And that leads to maybe some disappointment. So I wanted to share some clarity there. I want everyone that's here right now, that's an ambassador, that's signed up, and those that aren't, that maybe will hear this later if they're rewatching the video, or maybe they won't. You're not just on the ground floor. You're walking into a house that has no drywall, no carpet, no flooring, no bathroom, no kitchen. It's just wood. It's the frame, right? And sometimes the expectation is like, well, where's the kitchen, or where's the bath? It's not built yet, right? So we're faced two choices here. We either wait until everything's built out and perfect, or we operate as if everything's not built out yet. Now, I personally think, and I know Mo does, and a lot of you probably think this, it's better right now to try to make some money and learn these things and grow than to wait until everything's perfect. But some people, I'm not going to name names or anything, but some people are expecting this to already be perfect, and they're upset when things are slipping through the cracks, or things aren't going a certain way with this or that. And I'm here to tell you that if it were perfect, we would have already launched, right? So the expectation is that we're going to build this, and you're here to help in that process. But you guys are not global partners. You guys are ambassadors. Global partners are what's going to be the people when we launch. And if we have these same problems when we launch, by all means, be upset. But as we're growing, right, and people that are showing up here as we're growing and learning this together, I know where all the faults are. It takes time to put the drywall on. It takes time to put the marble down or whatever, right? These things are going to take time. Now, if you say, you know what, I I can't operate that way, then just wait until we launch, right? But I see some people using the tools that we provided and some people not. And from an operations standpoint, because I'm an operations guy, we have to follow certain procedures, and we're building those procedures in place. I'll use
Broke up. You're breaking
can
up.
you hear me now?
Yes. Yeah, go back. You said you use
Sorry.
procedures in place. What?
Following those procedures, like we sent out a Discord link, right? And I think about maybe 8 or 9 people signed up of the 35 people that we send it out to. So using the tools also too will help everyone, right? In the way that we communicate and things like that. And I say this because I don't want people to think that we're ignoring them. So we have to have procedures in place. For example, calling or texting Mo directly. I've instructed him not to answer those calls or texts. So, and because he's being pulled in every direction, everyone. Now, that's not to say that we don't want to provide customer service. We do, but through the right channel. So, first and foremost is Discord. Get on the Discord. Everyone should have gotten an email about the Discord. If you didn't get that, or you're not signed up as an ambassador, then email Mo or myself, Angel, and ask for the Discord link. That's a place where you can go and get immediate answers. Right now in the Discord, there's the flyers are in there, the links to the different Google forms are in there. There's resources on tonight's meeting. All these things that we get asked every day. Where's this? Can I get this? Can I get that? Can I get this? It's right there, and you have access to literally tag someone, one of us, and say, hey, what's going on with this? Or what's going on with that? So use the Discord. Second is email. Email will be the next thing. If you can't use Discord, or it's not going to be appropriate to be in a Discord, then send an email. That's going to be a bit slower to respond. And then lastly, if you want to have a meeting, we got to go through the calendar. So it's not that we don't want to help you, but it's you got to imagine, even if there's 30 or 40 ambassadors, everyone's trying to text and these things, they slip through the cracks. And then what happens is we look bad, and I don't want us to look bad. So we can't be like, hey, Mo, call me. It just can't happen. We can set up meetings. We can be in the virtual office. We can get one-on-one help. You can get answers really quick in the Discord. So you use the tools that are provided in order to get answered quick. For those of you that are not that technically savvy, I understand that. And at some point there will be technical support, but it's not there yet. And so I don't have a problem saying that. It's not there. We don't have it yet. So that's why you might not be getting the support that you deserve or want. It's just not there. But I want everyone to be cognizant of the fact that that's because we're still building the system. So we made a decision to operate with some band-aids solutions. Again, not the best situation, but everyone wants to make some money, and we want to build this out together. So just be aware of that. Then I'll address this marketing materials. We're ending the pay $50, get custom marketing program. Angel's going to make some generic marketing that doesn't have Mo's information attached to it. It'll be, just general marketing. Angel's moving to a marketing position. We're getting a new executive assistant VA hired, because really the job needs to be split. It's becoming, the marketing job is becoming a full-time job. And so those generic marketing pieces will go out. If you want your personal information on those marketing pieces, I would recommend that either you put them on there yourself for now, or get someone on Fiverr or something like that. I'll put that in the Discord. So you should definitely go to the Discord to help you with that for the time being. I know that in the builder package we're offering custom marketing material, but again, it's not ready. It's not ready yet. So I would recommend, since you don't have your websites yet, that you if you're going to do marketing, you market to either the people that you know, or you put your phone number and email on there, and use that in order to connect customers. In the next 10 days, we will have some of the system in place that will be usable. The parts that will be usable in the next 10 days will be your custom links that you can send to customers or put on the market, them to put their information into scenario forms, which will then attach the deal to you. So that's a pretty big thing that's coming, like within, like I said, a week and a half or so, maybe 2 weeks tops. And then we won't have to use Google Forms anymore. So these things are coming, but they're not here yet. They're not ready yet, and everyone here that's an ambassador, I want quality over quantity, really. So I'm not even upset that it's only, whatever it is, 13 people. That includes us, 10, 11 people. The cream's going to rise to the top. The people that don't show up and don't use the tools and all these resources are free. You can only lead a horse to water. You can't convince them to drink. So there's nothing I can do. We can only do so much to get people in. Some people, they got their own personal things going on. It's fine. I'm okay with it. I'd rather have the quality of ambassadors who are, out there promoting, liking and sharing the stuff on Facebook, using the tools that we provided for free. I mean, you're not paying unless you upgrade. So I recommend you do. But the people that are doing that thing, they're gonna kill it. And these aren't. I think a lot of times with these networks and this kind of thing, there's a lot of selling a dream, right? Without any real meat and potatoes of how you're going to make money. And Mo and I have been very aware of that. But yes, we're selling a dream, but also too, we have a clear path of how you put money in your pocket, and which is a very easy path of just sign people up. Most of you had already done that under Sequoia, right? Most of you had already had people up under you that were paying under Sequoia, and I'm not trying to compare us to Sequoia or say that what they're doing is bad, but you weren't making any money for those people, right? You would have. I saw many of you that had 4, 5, 6 people. Like you would have been paying for your membership if they would have just had some kind of MRB or something that was giving you some kind of residual. For those of you that are ambassadors and aren't paying, you're going to be profitable the second you sign someone up. And yeah, it might be $15, $45, something like that. But selling a dream and the potential is one thing, but getting money deposited into your account is another thing. And it has to be both. So, the time that we're taking to build these out, and the reason it's not perfect is because you know all this stuff is very complicated, and I don't want to do you a disservice by having a system or things in place that are not running right or running perfect, or because that's when people get frustrated, right? And a lot of people are frustrated right now for that very reason. And so I think what my message here is that this is not always going to be like this. These are band-aids. So the expectation, you can go in the Discord, there's a support channel, and you can ask. I'm not saying don't ask or where's this or where's that, but just remember these are band-aids. So I think that was really all I wanted to say. And I appreciate everyone here, and we love doing this, so we're very excited about this. But yes, get on the Discord, please. If you're not on the Discord, you're missing out. Mo?
Yeah, I'm sorry. G, can you talk about a little bit about where we are with the system?
Yeah. So I did mention that. So when the system's being built, what's the very first thing that's going to launch? This is coming in about 10 days. Is you'll have the ability to create an account more than just signing up as on the little form that you already did as an ambassador. You have your password, and you'll be able to get into some semblance of a back office. You'll have a link that'll be for your personal website. That personal website is going to essentially look like a bunch of scenarios for all the different products right now. Again, work in progress, right? We're putting the drywall up, but the paint's not up yet. So just bear in mind that, okay, it's not always going to look like this, but I want to get something up and running immediately, because I don't want you to have to use Google Forms, and I don't want you to have to worry about how is this deal getting connected to me, and I don't want you to have to worry about, what website do I put on this marketing, and those kind of things. So this will be operational within 10 days of you being able to send out your link, customers being able to fill out scenario forms, and it's showing up in your back office, but it's not attached to the CRM yet. It's not quite, it doesn't have the look that it will eventually look, but it'll function much better than Google Forms. So that's what I'm calling phase one. But we're not launching after phase one. Phase 2 and 3 are being developed at the same time. And in fact, they were all going to be developed together. But when I started looking at the Google Forms and things like that, I went back to our developer and said, no. I need this. I need something right now. Something that's going to be better than the Google Forms, something that's going to allow my ambassadors to have their logins and allow my ambassadors to send out their links and allow those scenario forms to be filled out, connected to them as ambassadors, and sent to our back office so they can get processed. And that's for all the different products. So that will be the first thing. The next thing that will be coming is obviously improvements to that system, linked to the CRM, so that way you can see real-time updates. You're not going to be logging into a CRM. We're going to keep everything in your back office, so that way you don't have to worry about logging into two separate systems. So linking that, which will then give you real-time updates on those clients, and then of course the G2 wallet and being able to pay out commissions and things like that. Right now, if you close out deals, of course we're going to pay out, but it's going to happen differently than when the wallet and all that stuff's connected. So we're definitely making progress, and it's coming rather quickly. So I want to move past these band-aids. And I think everyone wants to.
Yep. Thank you, G. And that's the energy and and the consistency that that we've been speaking of, and just steady showing up and chugging away and making sure that the things that's going to make us successful works, and the thing that's going to hurt us is taken away. So I appreciate you.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So showing up, guys. I appreciate you all showing up with this training today. Any questions? Any comments? Any concerns before we?
Adjourn? I do. Gee, where's our $100?
I owe you money.
Yeah, look in the chat.
I owe you money. Let me
Said
see.
you promised them $100 to show up for training tonight.
I did. Was that me?
Yeah.
Oh, we were told she was giving everyone $100 to show. Let me guess. Who told you that?
Oh.
Was it Mo?
No.
No.
Any
No.
You know what?
Concerns, questions about the training?
I light up your day.
Huh? Any concerns, comments about the training? No.
I appreciate the book.
I don't think so.
I have the book now. And chapter 1 is dynamic. So
Good.
I'm already, I think, in chapter 4.
Yep.
Yeah, it's real good.
Yeah, get the book. Okay.
Yeah.
Get the book, and every month we're gonna have a different read. Then we'll come back and we'll talk about some of the things that's in the book. And this is how collectively we start just sharing the same, get on the same mindset. Okay. All right.
I have a question.
Sure.
Oh.
Hey, Rob.
Hey, how's it going? So if I've been talking to people and I have somebody say, I'm ready to go right now, do I have to wait until the system is up, or what should I do?
Are we talking about a client, or are we talking about
A client.
No, you can turn in clients now. Yeah, you can turn
On
in
the
clients
on the
now.
Discord, we have the Google Forms that you can fill out for right now, which that'll go back our back office. You just have to put your name on there, and then we're going to eliminate those Google Forms, like I said, in the next 10 days. So there'll be enough of a system up in 10 days. But for right now, we're using Google Forms, and there's 3 different forms on Discord inside the resources channel. And you can click on those and it'll have all the information, which then will send it to us. And then you'll get updated.
Okay. So I think somebody's going to connect me to Discord because I was in the chat with someone. And Mo, I got to try to get on your calendar. The thing is, I have a job and I work from 9 to 5, so it's never any openings after that. So we got to try to figure something out.
Okay, absolutely. I work in the
Yeah,
evening
Mo.
times. Yes.
He works at night. Don't worry.
Yeah, I work, man. I'll be up working at midnight, man. So.
Okay. All I need is about 20 minutes.
All right. Yeah, I'm working, man. So look, you see the screen right here. This is Discord. You guys see right under resource, we have the links right here. Okay, all you do is click on resource. If you need a link for funding, you go there. Okay, here you go, the forms. Either one. This is for workplace wellness, and here you go for the solar. Okay. Right
Okay.
here.
Okay. I guess somebody's gonna email me the link to get this Discord. So I need to get on that ASAP.
Were you an ambassador?
I sent in an email. I emailed a form like a month ago.
What's your full name? Sorry, I'm on my phone. I can't. I'm not.
My full name is Robin Perry.
Perry. Okay. I will look and make sure that I have that, because if you're signed up as an ambassador, you should have got an email on last Friday. Sign up information.
Yeah, I just told
Okay.
to make sure he was in there too. Just FYI.
Okay, that's good. One other thing I want to mention on Discord, at least when you initially sign up, if you could please put your username as your name, first and last name, or first name. You can change it later. That way I know, because I have to upgrade you to an ambassador. There's an ambassador channel in there that that only ambassadors will be able to see. But if I don't know who you are, then you'll stay as a not an ambassador. So either if you don't want to use your real name on Discord, then just shoot me a DM and say, hey, this is so and so. That way I can upgrade you. So just keep that in mind. Some people may not want to use their full name in there, just depending. But so if once you get into Discord, shoot me a message, a DM. You can DM me right in there. It'll be private. You can say, oh, this is so and so, and then I'll upgrade you. Once you're upgraded, there's special channels in there. Channels are like chat rooms, right? It's like old school, like chat rooms. If you're not that technical savvy, but you were on AOL, they're just like chat rooms. They're called channels. So you'll have a channel for fix and flip, a channel for workplace wellness, a channel for support or resources or training, and you go into those channels and you can just type right in there. You can tag people, so you can go into support and at G. Hey, G, I can't log into my email. Can you help me? That's the quickest way to get a hold of me. I'll respond to you within 10 minutes, right? And help you. So, and then, we're going to have a technical support person. We're going to have a customer service person. All that stuff's coming right now. Mo and I are the janitor. We're the tech guy. We're everything. So, if you could just please put Discord, you.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted to say.
Lost ya.
You guys lose me?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on with my phone. But anyway, just put everything in Discord. You get help. Use your name as a Discord username, or DM me in Discord letting me know it's you so I can upgrade you. That's it.
All right. And on tomorrow, you guys see I just put inside the chat. We're gonna have Zakar Dorsey is gonna come and talk to us about Forex futures and cryptocurrency, which he's been trading for years. We're trying to find someone that fits our model to come and teach our people in G2 Global how to trade crypto and understand cryptocurrency and Forex, things of that nature. Remember, we are all about empowerment and empowering our minds and empowering our journeys of where we're going. Okay, so this is all the things and the tools that we need. And once again, this is stuff that I'm offering to you all for free. I'm not charging you. I'm not doing any of that. So I need, in return, though, I need you all to help me to build. I need your energy. Now, if you just want to come and just, inspectate, then, that's not going to work. We got, once you go going, you got 90 days to get your 10 people in. You got to keep 10 people in. So 90 days as an ambassador. We give them all the perks and all of the things over to our ambassadors. Okay, just keep on telling you that all of the perks and the things are going to be going to our ambassadors. I need you to do things like, I'm going to ask everybody to get a professional headshot done, because I want to add you to our site. I want to make sure that our site looks really professional with our ambassadors with professional headshots to see the group of ambassadors that's participating. Okay. I want everybody to make sure that you start using your G2 Global email on a regular basis if you have not logged into that, and making sure that your signature is set up properly. Okay. Want to make sure that you're doing that properly. I need things like, videos. I asked you guys before, somebody that you guys can give me a video, just individual videos with your phone. Hey, you guys need to come and join the G2 Global Network. Or this is what I love about G2 Global Network. This is what I've experienced so far. Whatever it is that you want to share of what you experienced so far, it helps others when we put together professional videos and send it out, okay, and get it professionally edited. It helps others to get familiar with what's going on with G2. So, and I want to give them real feedback on what you actually feel so far. I know some of you all have made money, some of you all have not made money yet, but you still have some feedback on, what it is that you're experiencing on the G2 Global team. And so this is things that we want to start getting circulated. So, we're going to be talking about those things. And as we start recruiting, when we recruit, we want to talk about the culture of how we want to respond on our calls. We say wings up. We need everybody to go in the wings up, wings up, wings up. Why? Because of the energy. There's a bunch of new people on the call. We want them to start saying wings up, repetitiveness. Making sure things catch on, lining up the arrows so everybody's on one page. This is what we're asking you to do as being ambassadors, and thus giving you these tools and give you all of these things, not charge you. What we're asking you to do, how you pay, is to do these things in return. Okay, so go ahead, Jim. I'm sorry.
No, I wasn't. I was listening to you.
Yeah. So yeah. There's gonna be some things, that we're gonna ask you to do, that's part of the energy. That's all. So it's part of what we're building. Tomorrow, guys, be on the call tomorrow. Invite some people out, put it on your page. Talk about, go on our page. If you guys go on our page for tonight's training, if I had each and every one of you all to go on that page, right? In G2 Global Network on tonight's training, and talk and say, man, tonight's training was hot, or you all got to come out, and so it can get the algorithm so more people can see it. Is that it takes 5 seconds for you to do something like that. Now, if you're still pledging allegiance to Alan and his team, then you need to go to Alan and his team. This is G2 Global Network. You don't need to be in our trainings. You don't need to be involved with what we're doing if you're still part of that. We're not part of that anymore. Okay. So let's just be clear there. We're putting a lot of time, and I'm putting a lot of effort to pouring into. I don't want to do that, and then I see you all promoting something completely different than what we're promoting. And that's not fair. You don't come get your training and your learning here, but then we see you, promoting Sequoia. This is G2 Global Network. Okay, so, all right. I'm done.
Nice.
I'm done. But the energy is important. Okay, the energy is important. So
Yeah, thanks.
Up. Huh?
Wings up. Thanks, Mo. Thanks for everyone too that showed up.
Yep.
I just
Wings up, everybody.
Wings up. And you all help
Have
me
a
out.
good night.
Go to the page, Paul. Go to
You
the
as
page.
well.
Wings up, wings up.
Wings up,
Thank
wings
you.
up.
Mo, I have a question.
Go ahead. Hey, Deborah.
On their website,